Have you been considering making the move to the Phoenix, Arizona area and you want to know more about the suburbs? Well, in today's video, I am going over Litchfield Park, one of my absolute favorite areas to live in. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and keep on watching. Welcome back to Phoenix Living. I'm Nicole Baker. Today we are going over exactly that. But before we get started, you guys know the drill. I gotta let you know I am a licensed realtor here in this beautiful state. So if you've been interested in relocating, go ahead and reach out. My number and email are popping up. I would love to assist you guys in anything that you need. But if you're not ready to reach out yet, no problem. Go ahead and subscribe. I post videos every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. all about the relocation process, location information, literally everything Phoenix, Arizona. So like I said, go ahead and subscribe, but let's get started in today's video. All right, guys, getting right into today's video. I'm headed over to Litchfield Park right now. I just got my car washed, especially for you guys, because I know my windshield sometimes is so dirty. I need to get like a cool GoPro or something that I can like put in the front of the car. I don't know if that's cool or not, but I figured I would give it a try. But let's get going because we are exploring one of my absolute favorite neighborhoods and somewhere where I would love to live one day if, you know, time permits and all of that stuff. But I grew up in this neighborhood. This is Old Litchfield Park. Litchfield Park is a very small community. Old Litchfield Park is more specific, but really there's not much outside of Old Litchfield Park. There's a couple neighborhoods here and there that are Old Litchfield Park. You'll notice like in my intro video, I have clips of Old Litchfield Park because again, it is just one of those places that is like so stunning. Whether you are family, whether you're single, whether you are retiring, this community has it all for everyone. I'll show you guys some of the areas I basically grew up in, right? Like I just traveled these streets. Like this was one of those places where if I was out and about, I was probably roaming around here somewhere because again, both of my best friends growing up lived in this area. So we are passing some condos right here. Another great thing about Litchfield Park, specifically Old Litchfield Park, is there's no matter the scenario, like there's like single family homes that are absolutely stunning and beautiful. There's entry-level condos, there's entry-level townhomes that back the lake right here, Old Litchfield Park. Ugh, that's a tongue twister. Old Litchfield Park Lake. Lake, right? Like obviously it's not a lake. We got a guy fishing over here, which is super fun. There's ducks over here. People are always walking outside in this area, and it is just absolutely stunning. Again, a place I want to live at some point. This whole area is very, very old. There are absolutely zero new builds in this area. The only way I would say something's a new home here is if it was originally like an older home that was then torn down to make beautiful, which granted, I think the older homes are super cool. They have a lot of older homes in this area that are like renovated on the inside, but some of them have never been touched in like a million years, literally like green carpet, weirdest floor plans, things like that. So they do have a lot of character in them. I'm going to just kind of swing in to this little cul-de-sac right here. You'll see this home is pretty old looking. It looks like it has not been renovated at all versus this home right up here on the left-hand side in white that we're gonna drive by. Looks like it's been a little bit more updated, and granted, I don't know what that one looks like on the inside, but still a lot more updated than even the home right next to it. So you get a little bit of both. If you're looking to find a deal, you might want to be specifically if you're looking to live in Old Litchfield Park, you might want to be looking at homes that have not been renovated yet. This neighborhood is one of those places that every single person and their mother wants to live in because it is super, super popular and it's super stunning. There's a resort and golf course right in the middle of it, and so that's really cool. Just a nice little feature about it. I've had a lot of clients who are retiring or just really into golf or something along those lines, and they want to be close to Old Litchfield Park because again, it's just a really cool place to live. I could go on and on about how amazing it is, but I'm gonna drive around a little bit more on this south end for you guys, and then we're gonna head over to the north side where one of my best friends grew up, and I actually sold her home here in Old Litchfield Park for their family, and I want to just show you guys kind of what that looks like. And the person that purchased that home has been doing some renovations to it, so let's head over there now. We are now on the street where I would say I spent 75% of my childhood at, in Old Litchfield Park. My best friend, she grew up here, and like I said, I sold her house, well, her parents' house, in the last maybe 3 years or so, and it's probably gone up another $100,000 in price in this area. It is a very popular place to live, so you can expect when a listing comes up in here, it is probably going to get taken real quick. I'm passing the house right now. It looks like they are renovating it currently still, so they have a lot of work to still be done over in this area, but I'm gonna drive by this other house, which is one of my favorite in this area. There's so many good ones, depending on whether you like a really modern look or you like something a little bit more traditional with a little bit more character. Like I said, they have it all. Right in front of me is the golf course. So this house that we are gonna be looking at is actually backing the golf course, and it's just like stunning, modern. At the time that this house was sold, it was actually one of the highest priced listings in this area, but it is very, very nice. I'm gonna drive by my friend's house, the one that I grew up in, and then we're gonna go and check out some other really stunning houses. I'm gonna try and get us in one of the houses as well, if we can, in today's video. You guys can always follow me on Instagram too. I do house tours on there occasionally, and just really showcasing what you can expect when you are moving to this Arizona area. Sometimes, you know, I'm just filming these videos twice a week. You don't get my day-to-day when it comes to, this is the house right here. They've painted a little bit in the front, taken down some gates. Looks like they have a really cool backyard going on and all of that, but what was I getting at? Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram because I post my actual day-to-day on there, and that way you can see kind of more than I can, I guess, showcase in just these videos, right? Another great thing about this area is there's so many different community events. It is another favorite of mine, right? So like something that draws a lot of people into this area is the community events. So the Wigwam is the resort here. They hold quite a few events, and then also just Litchfield Park in general holds majority of their events here. One of the biggest ones being the Arts Festival that goes on, I think it's twice a year. So much fun. They have like fried, you know, treats. They got ice cream stands. They have lemonade stands. They have, what else do they have? They literally have everything. Like people, like small businesses, right? That they make their own, I don't know. One time I got these really good like soups where it's like everything was like dehydrated and it had the seasonings, and all you had to do was add broth or water, and it was so delicious. And then I always get the lemonade there, and I always get a frozen banana. And what else do I usually do? They also have arts and crafts things. Obviously, it's the Arts Festival. They have like people that make their own art, right? So like it's either the wood that's like carved into a certain cool way or whatever. I'm not very artsy, so I'm doing a horrible job in butchering the explanation of what it is. But also, something that's a pro about this area is going to be there is no HOA. So when it comes to living in Old Litchfield Park, there are still rules to living in this community. It's not just like a free-for-all, but I would say lots of the time you can pretty much do whatever you want, right? So there's still no RV parking here. That is a community guideline, but there isn't as many restrictions when it comes to like color of your house or what your front yard looks like, things like that. So there's pros and cons to that, of course. I know a lot of people only want a non-HOA, like they will not live in an HOA. Totally respect that. It's hard to come by in the Phoenix metro area. There are certain communities, so if you guys want to reach out to me and get that information, I can provide that, but majority of the neighborhoods are going to have HOA, and if they don't have an HOA, you can expect the pricing to probably be a little bit more expensive. Right here is actually the wigwam. It is kind of blocked off from lots, like with these huge hedges and stuff like that. I would just expect, if you're gonna live super close to the wigwam, like these two houses right here, they do have quite a few, you know, events going on here throughout the year, so it might get a little noisy. Just something to keep in mind if you're actually gonna be right up against the walls of the wigwam. Here's another newer home, and again, when I say newer, it's not a new build. It's just been renovated on the outside and the inside. Some of them have been completely torn down and rebuilt, which are super cool as well. It just depends on what type of character you're looking for in a home. So let's keep driving and check out the south side again. We kind of have gone in like a little bit of a loop. I'm gonna pop up a map so you guys can see exactly what the geography is like here in Old Litchfield Park, so you can kind of get a vibe on what to expect. You also have an elementary school in this community, so if you're looking for quick access to schooling, obviously do your research when it comes to schools, but it is right in your backyard, literally. This house right here on the left that we're passing with the big palm tree, that tree right there that you could see kind of whenever it was owned by someone else. I might be ratting myself out a little bit here, but my friend lived there, and me and my best girlfriends would come over here and we would TP that tree every summer. And it was just a tradition. Probably not too happy for the other people. I don't TP people's houses now, but that was like in middle school, so I think people can kind of understand that. Here we are in the duplexes, and some of these are single family homes too, but these are smaller and a lot older. So the south side is a little bit more affordable if you're looking for something like that, but some of these have garages, some of them have carports, some of them have not been touched, some of them have been renovated. You're closer to the little lake over here, so if you're looking for somewhere where you want to be able to, like, I mean, you can walk anywhere in this neighborhood, but if you want quick access to walking around the water, or you like to fish, I don't know, there's like a million different things you could do in Old Litchfield Park. And I'm going to drive by some of the restaurants that are located in here, because it's not just the wigwam. Of course, the wigwam is a resort, so it does have pools. It does have, which I believe you can get access to those if you live in the community. There is a fee, but might be worth it if you don't have a pool in your backyard, or, you know, till you do get a pool in your backyard at some point. But they have restaurants at the wigwam. So they have Red's, which is a really popular restaurant. It backs up on the golf course. It's in the resort. Stunning, good food, pricey of course, but a nice place nonetheless. So you could check out that if you are in the area. But they also have a massage place there, the pools, and then across from the wigwam you have Litchfield Park Cafe. Used to be called AJ's back in the days. That's like 10 years ago or more. That was a really cool place to go to. But anyways, Litchfield Park Cafe, I just went there for breakfast. Super good. Again, I mean, it's a breakfast spot. Cool. I think that I don't think that they actually have dinner, so I think that they close at a certain time, but you guys can look that up if you're in the area. Another place right there is, what's that place called? It's a bar. I don't go there very often, so obviously you could tell it's been there forever, but I don't remember the name of it. And then you have Old Pueblo. Old Pueblo is one of my favorite places. I mention it probably, I've mentioned it at least in every single video that I've ever done about Old Litchfield Park, because it is one of my favorite restaurants, not just in Old Litchfield Park, but in general. I love going there. So they have really good Mexican food, fried ice cream, green chili beef, nachos are really good. The burritos are good. Like, I've probably had the entire menu because I've been going there since I was in 6th grade or something like that. So definitely one of those places where I recommend everyone that comes, no matter if you're looking in Old Litchfield Park or not, I'm like, go there for dinner, please. Like, you'll love it. And I've never had anyone say that they didn't have a good experience. So check that out. And then they also have a couple different businesses, one of those businesses being my lovely office. So I'm blessed to be able to work in Old Litchfield Park. It is seriously like a dream come true. And then we also have, what else is right there? Papa Paul's. Papa Paul's is kind of like an Italian spot and a pizza place. Again, really good. Not my favorite. I much rather go to Old Pueblo, but you guys will have to be the judge of that. They have wine and beer, and I think that they have like cool drinks over there and things like that. Right here on the left is the rec center. They do have a rec center. It has tennis courts. The Wigwam has tennis courts as well. And then you also have the Old Litchfield Park Library. This is the center of it all. So right here are all those restaurants that I was just talking about. On the right hand side is the Wigwam Resort. So we'll go ahead and swing on through here. It is so beautiful, but I'll stop talking, show you guys this little strip, and get you to some of the really nice houses. Right here on the left is a huge, gorgeous home. If you guys are interested in seeing what that house looks like on the inside, I do have like an Instagram reel, and you guys can look me up. I think my username is Nicole Baker Realtor or something very simple, right? But it is a really cool house. If you guys want to see the inside of that, like, stunning. Basically, the story behind that is the people that bought that lot wanted to break it up into 4 different parcels and have 4 different homes on it. They ended up finding out that they could not do that, and they were not too happy about that. So they basically built the biggest and best home in Litchfield Park off the main road. Right here we are on Old Wigwam, which is one of the best strips of road to live on. You have some stunning homes, definitely pulled back from this main road, but I mean, every single home on this street is decked out to the 10s, and you rarely find a home that becomes available on this street just because it is super popular. Lined with the palm trees, super close to Old Wigwam. Hop on your golf cart and drive down to all the bars, the restaurants, the golf course, anything that you would possibly want. So this is a really popular road to live on, very well known. When we turn over here on the right hand side, we will be on the next most popular road, which is Bird Lane. Bird Lane is super well known. If you live on Bird Lane, your house is probably going to be double the price of the street right behind it. Weird, I know, but that's just what happens when you live in a historic neighborhood, which Old Litchfield Park is very historic. Some of these houses, I swear, I'm like, oh, that is like my dream home to live in. They have all different styles. So right here on the left, we have a brick home. You have this like really cute like farmhouse. I'm gonna kind of like get in the road here so you guys could see. Look how cute that is. I can't. And then on the other side, you have a Santa Fe looking home, or down here a little bit, you have some, again, I don't know if I said Tuscany looking homes. I mean, $1 million properties, $1 million plus, probably closer to the 2 millions. Even a home that is not been touched in years is probably worth $1 million just because of the fact that it's on Bird Lane, right? So if that's cool to you, if you like living in neighborhoods like that, you would love this neighborhood. I'm going to keep on driving, showing you guys a little bit more of Old Litchfield Park. Another thing, as we're finishing up this tour of the neighborhood, I just want to explain to you guys too, like what kind of amenities you have outside of this specific Old Litchfield Park neighborhood. And you're pretty much going to have everything that you would have in Goodyear. If you haven't watched my Goodyear series, Goodyear, Litchfield Park, and parts of Avondale, they kind of all intertwine, so you might want to check that out. I believe you'll want to watch the one that's titled Part 1. Maybe part 2, or maybe both if you're really interested in living in this area. But you also have some other places that I didn't mention in those videos. You'll have quick access to Luke Air Force Base if you are military or need quick access to that. You are probably, 10 minutes away from there. If you don't like jet noises, Goodyear, Litchfield Park, and parts, the thing about the jet noises is one house could hear it and then the other side of the neighborhood you could not hear it. Like, it is really super dependent. So again, you're gonna want to reach out. I don't want to be too specific on, like, I can't say that this whole entire neighborhood is now off limits because you don't want jet noises. Yeah, super dependent. So anyways, reach out to me on that. But you have Bash's, you have Albertsons, you have McDonald's, you have Sonic, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, you have all those Old Litchfield Park restaurants. You literally have access to anything. Like, I'm not even just being dramatic. You have access to it all. So look at how cute this house is. So cute. Just like the historic charm of it all. Or if you want something that's brand new and super renovated, they have it in this neighborhood too. So yep, let's keep on driving, and don't forget to check out those videos if you want to learn more about what's around this area when it comes to like shopping and things like that, because that'll definitely break it down for you. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, pretty please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out my channel and helps my video get pushed to more people just like you guys looking to relocate. If you are ready to reach out, go ahead and do so. My number and email are popping up. I would love to assist you. I also have a link down in the description below of basically a quick little questionnaire, and at the very bottom of that questionnaire it will have a little spot where you can put some times where we would be available to chat and do that Zoom call that I talk about all the time. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and do that. And then don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. all about the relocation process. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.